I think I realized why this guy was fired. Guys, so if you don't know, I made a video reacting to Anton Daniels, reacting to this software engineer who was making 500K at StubHub and was fired, right? I kind of took the side of the StubHub guy, right? Because I thought he was a good corporate American citizen, just doing his job, just asking questions, right? Anton was kind of roasting him in his reaction video, so I gave a little bit of Anton some lip for him roasting, from him roasting our friend right here, right on the right side, who was fired. But yeah, I think I realized why he got fired, and I want to explain to you guys why corporate America, why you can't be the way that this individual was and living the way that this individual was, especially online, while working a job in corporate America, making the money that especially he was making.
Fired from my $500,000 a year job as a software engineer working at StubHub. And this is my story. I was fired for questioning the culture and the work at the company. I found it difficult to work in StubHub's environment when I would ask for data about why the decisions were being made. I wasn't provided with documentation about why certain decisions were being made. And then I was told, well, do I need to know everything?
This is the problem.
So then I took a look at the original video on TikTok, right? Because I never opened up the original video. And I was like, you know what? Let me open up his profile. Let me open up his profile and let me take a look and let me just see if, because I know Anton, by the way, Anton just probably got sent this video and he made his reaction, not knowing what the hell's going on in corporate America, not knowing what this guy was doing on TikTok also, right? And he kind of he roasted him saying that he's annoying, shut up, go do your job, make your 500K, go home and stop asking all these questions, right? But when I opened up this man's TikTok, I think I realized why he got fired or why they even wanted to get rid of him. So, I mean, it's hard to look at this stuff, right? Because it is kind of cringe for me. But I mean, some people make a living like this, and I don't knock them, right? I mean, you dance, you strip, whatever it is that you're doing on social media. The problem is that when you're doing this while working in a leadership role, right? I mean, you're making $500,000 for a huge company, for $1 billion company. When you're making that type of money, these people that you're working with, most people in corporate America that are basically making this type of money, they don't want to hear about your social media. They don't want to hear about what you're doing in your spare time. They don't want to hear that you don't need the job that they're working in, right? Or you don't need the company to survive off of that they work at with you, because that's just how it is. They're indoctrinated into corporate America. So I'm sure when leadership got a hold of this guy's video, or of basically of his profile, right? I mean, you have videos like this, right, that he makes. I'm gonna mute this, right, for copyright. But I mean, he's dancing, he's doing, like, he's showing a little bit of skin. You can't do this in corporate America. Like, you just can't. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick your poison, because it's only gonna be so long until they find out. I mean, eventually you're going to tell people that you have a following, right? This guy has 40K followers on TikTok. He has a good amount of views, right? This video has 205K. This video has 1 million. I'm sure maybe he's making some money off of some sponsorships. He's talking to people at his job about how he can't wait to get off of his job so that he can probably go make some videos, right? But the problem comes when you start making videos that are a little bit edgy. Can we listen to the audio on this, or is there a song in this one? We can't do that. Yeah. So the problem comes when you start making like edgy videos like this, right? Like, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it personally, but I mean, bro, you can't be doing this, making 500K at $1 billion business. Like, yo, you just cannot. I mean, you let people see this. Like, it's cool that you make your money and you do what you got to do, but the minute that anybody in in corporate leadership sees a video like this, they're just gonna think, no, this is not the type of guy that we want working in our company, right? Like, you are, my friend, you're a dime a dozen. Whether you're a software engineer, a coder, someone working in finance, someone working in product, someone working in marketing, someone working in sales, you're a dime a dozen. And chances are in this market is that they can get rid of you, get somebody, and pay somebody half your salary to do the same job in the market that we're currently in. So all of these videos are just giving them ammo. And you can't be like stripping online in your boxers and making money off of it while working in corporate America. And then at that, not only are these the type of videos that you make, right? And again, I'm not saying anything is wrong with this, right? If you're making money doing this, or if you enjoy it in your spare time, that is 100% fine. I don't care. My thing is that I'm telling you is that a lot of these people that work in corporate America, they're just straight edge, laser focused on their job, on their company. They don't want to deal with you if you're dealing with. It's almost like corporate America is like, it's like your wife. Right? And let's say you have a friend who's a female, and every time she's around you, she's like half naked, or she's always stripping, or every time she comes around, she flirts with you right in front of your wife, and she tries to touch you and stuff like that. Your wife isn't gonna want you hanging around with a woman like that. That's kind of how corporate America sees this type of content, right? And I'm sure somebody in corporate America that he works with was looking at these videos, because he's been making them for a long time. And again, a lot of them are probably Get Ready With Me and stuff like that. Looks like GRWM, right? Like those trends. But like, I mean, bro, you cannot be like videos like this where you're like getting a little bit edgy, and you're kind of like, it's getting a little bit close to wearing like undergarments, underwears, boxers and stuff like that. Like, you just can't. It's not going to work. They are going to get you out of there so fast. So fast. I mean, bro is getting dressed on camera. Like, he's literally getting dressed on camera. You see what I'm saying? So, I mean, I made that video when I was reacting to him, and I was defending him, right, from a corporate objective perspective. But when I look at this video, and now I take into account, you know what, he was fired for everything he was doing and for speaking up. But then I think to myself, you know what, maybe they were always trying to get him out. Right? Because that's how these guys work. They want you out for a specific reason. Maybe they think you're not good for the brand, or they think that someone else can do your job, right? Because you're obviously not laser focused on your job. They're paying you $500,000 and you're still making videos, dancing and stripping online. And these videos take some time to make. They're not stupid, right? So the thing is that when they see these things, they take note of them, right? Like, your manager may not care, but his manager may care, right? It may come up in a conversation with his manager, like, hey, my guy's making TikTok reels, or, oh my God, I noticed my guy posted a video on TikTok, but for some reason he was unable to come into work, or he said that he couldn't get the project done in time. And they start to blame, or they start to focus on a lot of the things you're doing on the side that doesn't relate to your job, when you can't deliver, or you're not delivering the way they want you to deliver. So that's very important in corporate America. When you're making a lot of money, keep all of this private. And if you're doing stuff like this, and if you have a social media platform, right? Like, I mean, I'm obviously on social media, right? But the thing is your content kind of can't be edgy. Like, it looks like as I scroll down, it was more like, it was a lot less edgy with him, right? I mean, he still has, look, GRWM, the Get Ready With Me, showing the boxers and stuff like that. Like, you just can't do it. You can't. You know what I mean? It's a lot of these videos where he's in his boxers, bros. I mean, he's starting in the shower. Get Ready With Me date night. Like, you can't, even though it's not bad. Like, the sad part is that it's not bad, but they think of it as like it's bad. They think of it as like, you know what, he doesn't need it. This is what he's working on. This is why when he delivered his project, he delivered it late. Or when he delivered his project, these are the issues that we had. You know what? It was because he was making TikTok videos. That's why. So you know what? Let's get Harry, right? Or Ronald. Let's hire Harry or Ronald, right? We're gonna pay them Instead of paying them 500K total compensation package, we could pay them, they're unemployed. We can pay them 275, 300, right? And they're going to come on board. We probably know we can do some due diligence and check to see if they have a social media presence, right? So they're not in their spare time dying to get offline to make videos in their boxers, right? To show what they're getting, how they're getting dressed and what they're going to wear, right? And they're gonna do the work that we want when we want, and they're gonna be available when we need, and they're not gonna cry, and they're not gonna, and they're just not gonna nag about the work that they have to do and ask the questions that that our guy here was asking, which is why he got fired. So it might have been a long time coming for him to get fired, and now guess what? I didn't know he had a social media presence like this, so he knows exactly what he's doing, because he's making it known that they fired him. And guess what? I'm sure he's probably going to make money off of a lawsuit. 100% he's going to sue StubHub for this, right? Because when you look from the outside in, they can't judge you for what you do in your spare time. But the reality of it is corporate America does not want you to have these type of jobs. Do not tell them about any investments that you have. Don't tell them that you trade on the side if you're making money in the stock market. Don't tell them that you have a social media platform and you get all of these views. Don't tell them that you have sponsorship deals on the side. Don't tell anybody that, no matter how close with them you think you are at work. Do not tell them anything about your online presence. Let it be known. And guess what? By the time they find out, hopefully they find out when you're popular enough where you don't need the you don't need the job in corporate America, right? And you don't have to worry about this. But now all he's gonna do is vent to social media, right? I'm sure he'll be able to get a bunch of he'll apply to a bunch of different jobs. He'll get calls, right? He speaks very well. He has good experience. He worked for a huge company. But the thing is, a lot of these bigger companies aren't going to want to hire a whistleblower. They're just not. Especially one that goes and runs to the internet to snitch. And when they look at this, when they look at like him dancing on the internet and, like making these types of videos and this type of content, right? Which isn't crazy. It's maybe it's a little bit like immature and a little bit extreme, right? Like dancing and stuff like that in his boxers, twerking as a guy, right? They're not going to want this. Like, they're just not. And again, like, it's not bad, but corporate America is that straight edge, old fashioned, don't do anything else with your life besides work for us and be on our watch anytime that we need you, and that's it. We don't want to hear anything else that you have to do, right? And we don't want to hear about any other opportunities you may have outside of our company. So that's what I wanted to come here to say, right? I know I made a reaction video to him taking his side, and it's not that I'm not taking his side now. Now it's a clearer picture of why I think I know why he probably got fired, right? He has a bubbly personality. This guy's probably meant for the internet. He's not meant to sit behind a computer and just code all day, right? If he's making videos, a lot of the times coders don't make content like this, right? This guy's a creative. He's clearly a creative. He clearly likes to be outspoken, right? Why sit behind a computer screen and code all day, right? Or be a software engineer, right? He wants to be out there. So hopefully that drives him to do that, if it's his calling. But yeah, just wanted to kind of clear that up and let you guys know. Just keep your business to yourself in corporate America, because you will end up losing your job. You 100% will. And that's it. So that's what I have. Look forward to hearing from you guys. Drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think about this, and look forward to talking to you in the next one. Peace.